Officials from the Biden administration have told media that this decision is also sending a message to North Korea to not get further involved in Russia's war. Do you think that this could have any effect on Pyongyang's strategic thinking?
I don't think it's going to change Pyongyang's course. It looks as though North Korea has made up its mind that it is going to be an Asian nuclear power taking part in European land wars. There are media reports that North Korea could provide up to 100,000 troops if necessary for the fight against Ukraine. And whereas I think this decision to allow Ukraine to strike with ATACMS at longer range might be partly aimed at the North Korean leadership, saying, well, you've become part of an escalation, we will follow suit. I think it probably has more implications for rear area Russian forces, which have been basically able to strike Ukraine with impunity.
Ukraine has had the US ATACMS in its arsenal for around a year, but is only now allowed to use them to their full capacity. What implications could this have for Taiwan, which has also just begun receiving the same missile systems from the US?
You'd hope that it doesn't come with the same caveat that Ukraine had on its use of those missiles, which is to limit it to about 80 miles. ATACMS can go for about 500 miles, and from a Taiwanese perspective, I think it's quite important for Taiwan's deterrent capability to be able to potentially inflict harm, not just on Chinese landing craft as they come close to the Taiwanese shore, but also to be able to reach out as a deterrent to China's anti-access area denial envelope.
Do you think with this move by the US that other European countries currently providing Ukraine with weaponry could follow suit?
Well, look, I think the big potential sticking point here is Germany. Certainly, the United Kingdom has been more than keen to persuade the United States to allow the use of ATACMS at range. It certainly said that its Storm Shadow missiles, taking all the distance limitations off those. The German missile system that the Ukrainians really badly want is called Taurus. And so far, Olaf Scholz has decided that no, he isn't going to provide that to Ukraine. But with the German government coming into a new election soon, a vote of no confidence first, but then a new election, it might put some political pressure on Scholz, particularly since some of his potential rivals have said that they would get involved in providing or selling Taurus to Ukraine.